Mm. Just, just. Mm. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the next story because I get two stories, and I'm actually gonna be doing this game throughout the week. This is what I want to do. The Crown of the Flame, Book One. Can I survive a duel against the biggest, baddest, and most bloodthirstiest merchant in the army? Let's dive into some story. The duel. You and Gabriel are being held captive by a band of mercenaries. Defeating their leader, Severin, is your only way out. I can't let you fight for me. It goes against everything I believe in. Well, I can't let you fight for me. It goes against what I need to become. So what's it gonna be, Gabriel? I fight and become the queen you've trained me to be? Or you fight, no matter the outcome, I never amount to anything. Hells. You're not gonna bend, are you? No. Then let's get you fight ready. Gabriel walks you through a training exercise while you discuss your upcoming duel. What have you noticed about Severin that'll help you in the fight? This fight. I noticed that Severin talks too much, really. Huh, that's true enough, but was referring to the fact that he's a mercenary, and that means he'll fight dirty. Fighting him won't be like sparring against the monks at the monastery. Not only will that he fight dirty, but he'll fight to kill. So, now you're playing as Dominic. You and Rose are in your room reviewing the rescue plan. Oh, yeah, that's right, we're gonna go and rescue that guy. You're sure you can incapacitate the guards? They're always demanding more wine with their dinner. It hardly be suspicious for me to give them to them. And you say you've got a few casks of particular favorable wine? Yes. They'll never taste the sleeping powder, and with the way those two drink, they'll be out before nightfall. How flavorful is this wine? I brought some of the wine with me. Would you like a taste? I promise there's no sleeping powder in it yet. You don't need to drink. No thanks. I need to stay sharp. Always so responsible. That's what I like about you. Baby! Oh, Bobo, are we not paying enough attention to you? Rose strokes Bobo's feathers and he purns under the attention, nipping affection at her fingertips. Okay. Baby, do you remember the first time we met, Dominic? Yes, maybe. No. I do. It was by the stables. We were just children. You'd come back from a hunt. Some boys from the village were kicking something, and I thought it was a rock. But you ran up and pulled this small bundle of feathers away from them. Bobo was just like a little thing, wounded and crying for help. I thought he died, but you were so gentle. That's right. You wouldn't look at Bobo because it made you cry. After that, I started coming to the kitchen every day for scraps. Until Bobo was strong enough to hunt. I knew there was something special about you then. You're so strong, yet so gentle. And when others were cruel, you stopped them. Rose, I love you, Dominic. If I'm being honest, I've been in love with you for a long time now. Rose leans in, resting her head against your shoulder. Just then the door opens and Tristan enters. Sorry, I'm late. What's going on here? You freeze up, unsure what to say. I went to go and click something, but it wouldn't click. If you're not man enough to say anything, I will. I'm not a little girl, Tristan. free to love any man I want. And I'm in love with Dominic. Rose, do you know how many women Dom's charmed into his bed? Do you really think you're the first? Get out of here now. Whoa. He got mad. Oh boy. That's my sister, Dominic. Now, not some wench. I know. You stay away from her. I'm not going to watch you break your heart. Okay? Tristan? I don't want to hear it, Dom. You are like a brother to me. Act like it. Back to playing as Kenya. Gabriel, Kenya, are you awake in here? In there? Even if I weren't fighting a trained killer in the morning, I doubt I'd get any sleep on this rock-hard slab. I had to see you both. We don't have much use for words right now, Leon. You've already made it very clear where you stand. That's just it. What happened to the Queen, to your mother, it was my fault. I couldn't win the war for her. I couldn't save her kingdom, and I couldn't save her. And I don't want to see Kenya die too. At least I can prevent that. At least I can save Andrew. What are you saying? I don't care if they find out I string me up. I've come to free you. The guards on watch are loyal to me. I've sent them off. Now get out of here and don't look back. You think I'm going to run now? You need to. You can't beat Severin. He's too good. Go now, Liv. This is bigger than this one duel. The realm needs its rightful ruler. We've suffered under Luther's tyranny for too long. I aim to lead an army against Prince Marco. If I run from some mercenary, who will follow me? I'm not running. There is no convincing you, is there? Not a chance. You remind me of her. Who? Your mother. That's nice. That's twice now you've spoken of her like you were close friends. She was a cunning strategist and as determined as any warrior. Did she ever tell you the secret of the Battle of Remsforge, the uprising against her? No. I never heard of any uprising or of this battle, and I thought my mother had no secrets from me. Well, maybe it's not my place to tell, and it's getting late. This is your chance to play. Okay. I don't have the points. Yeah, I know it. Never mind. Forget. I should rest. Good luck. You're going to need it. Playing as Dominic. I'll go down first and give the guards their meal. Once they've had the wine, we should be ready to act. Agreed. Rose travels down the stairs. Tristan, about earlier. Tristan. Sorry. You should be. You don't go after your best friend's sister. But listen, we've got more important problems right now. You're right. You see Rose wave you forward. It's now or never. You and Tristan sneak in. They're out, but I can't say how long they'll sleep. Just hurry. You and Tristan run to the monk's cell while Rose stands watch. You came. I didn't think you would. You grab the key off one of the slumbering guards. I told you, we're going to save you. Which one of these keys is the right one? They all look the same. First key? You try the key and it fails to lock. Try a different one. Jump to the fourth. So it's either the fifth or the third. You try the key and it works. The cell door swings open. It was the fifth key. Okay, so I jumped one. Tristan gestures to the monk. Come on. Up you go. Walk. Can you walk? I think so. Looping the monk's good arm around your shoulder, you help him humble forward. Bartel is coming. Hurry. Go, Rose. Get out of here. Rose flees. You and Tristan humble with the monk. Yeah, this is humble. With the monk as quickly as you can. It was really dark in a dark room. Ooh. We're not going to make it. Not with that kind of attitude, why not? You can hear Bartel's footsteps pad towards you from up the stairs. What is this? What the three hells has happened to these guards? As Bartel throws the door to the dungeon open, you feel panic and anger. Gods, we're doomed. We need a miracle. Fire and rage burn inside you. Focus fire. A torch by the stairway explodes into a wall of flame, completely blocking the doorway off. On the other side, Bartel screams. Oh, what is this? Quick, the other way. While Bartel beats the flames out of his robe, you, the monk, tries to escape through the dungeon's back door. You don't stop until you reach the castle's far wall, helping the monk towards the exit. There, you're free. Thank you, thank you. You have my eternal gratitude. I owe you my life. It was the least we could do. You could have let me die. You did a great deal more than that. A seed planted today provides fruit tomorrow. You use your strength and bravery for justice. I pray that your courage will be rewarded. I saw the marking on your on you the first time we met, and then tonight. Tonight with the fire. Now I am certain. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. It will help you. The monk reaches into his tunic and takes out a small amulet. Mysterious amulet. Ooh, +5 army. Nice. What's this? It'll help you in desperate times. Hopefully you'll never need it. Goodbye, my young friends. You see if the monk and got an amulet. The monk leaves. You look at the amulet in your hand and remember the fire. That was strange. Tristan stares at you like he doesn't recognize you. What was that, Dom? Your hands, the fire. I don't know what's happening to me. That was just like in those books Ma used to read to me. Mages. There were stories of an ancient people who could do all kinds of magical things with fire. They could even control dragons. I never believed in them, but now, well, looks like I'm friends with one. Whatever this is, no one can know about it, Tristan. I've spent my whole life trying to fit in here. If anyone found out how different I am, well, everyone isn't as accepting as you. Most would want me dead for this. Hey, you can trust me to keep this secret. That means a lot to me, brother. Does Rose know? Not yet. Please don't tell her. I won't, but you'll have to, especially considering how she feels about you. So you're fine with what you saw between us. I didn't say that. She's my only sister. The least you can do is be honest with her about your feelings. I will. I'm just not sure how to do that when I barely understand what's happening to myself. I don't care how you do it, as long as you do it soon. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Later in your room. What's that you have there, Dominic? It's some kind of amulet. A parting gift from the monk. So what happens now? We don't stop. We don't give up. No one is safe as long as Prince Marco runs this castle. Then it's time to end his reign. Together. Together. The next morning, at sunrise, all the mercenaries and ex-soldiers gather around for the duel. Remember your training. Thank you, Gabriel. I hope I don't disappoint you. When I look at a woman you've grown into, my queen, you couldn't possibly disappoint me. You babies done blabbering because I'm itching to find out what it feels like to kill a queen. I bet you still bleed red. Too bad it had to come to this, Kenya. I was actually starting to like you. But no one beats Severin. Val. I was starting to like you too. You're starting to make me regret betting against you. You bet against me? No offense, it's easy money, even if the odds are stacked against you. I mean, really against you. That's enough of that talk. Kenya, are you ready? As ready as I'll ever be. The rules are simple. The first to surrender or become incapacitated is the loser, and his or her life is forfeit. If Kenya wins, she and Gabriel are free to go. If Severin wins, he gets to hand over her to Prince Marco and collect the price on her head on behalf of the company. And now, let the duel begin. The mercenaries cheer and shout as you and Severin circle each other. Severin taunts you, a pair of massive battle axes in his hands. Dude's got 2 battle axes? Don't worry, little girl. I'll make this quick. Your sword will be no match for those axes. I can do it. I have to. I should. Taunt. I see you pick the largest axes in the realm. One wonders what you must be compensating for. I'll start by cutting out your tongue. He lunges at you in a reckless... You diffidently sidestep, letting Severin stumble past you off balance. Laughter ripples through the crowd. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Severin bellows and storms at you, axes high over his head. Roll past him. You dive forward, rolling past Severin's legs right as he buries his axe in the earth where you had stood. Urgh. Behind him, you take the opportunity to attack his side. You swing your sword squarely at the various gap in his armor and his ribs. I should. Hit him again. You cock your... It's more. But Severin has already recovered, bringing his second axe down on you. You feel a burning pain in your arm as he slices you. Dang, I should have backed up. You dodge in a circle. Severin pursues you, but you stumble. Off balance, he awkwardly lands on his knee, facing away from you. You close in to strike at his back while he's down. But in a flash, Gabriel warnings echo in your memory. Shield my eyes. Recall Gabriel warning about fighting dirty and bring up your arms to cover. Just as Severin spins, throwing a handful of dust at you, your arms keep blinding you. No. With clear vision, you slash your sword at his outwrenched hand, hacking off 2 of his fingers. Ooh, sweet. He growls and launches to his feet, charging. He lashes at you again, his full strength behind the blow. His massive axe knocks the sword from your hand. No. He gets between you and your sword. The noise from the crowd builds. You put up a good fight, Kenya. Looking around desperately, you see that Val has a weapon at his waist, a massive flail with a skull at the end. Time to die, little girl. I can try to get past Severin to get back my sword, or I can grab a dead man's flail. Use the dead man's flail to get an edge over Severin. You'll also gain the opportunity to use weapons in the final battle. I can't. You run to the side and dive to your sword. Severin swings at your head. You roll to the side, dodging Severin's blow. Severin heaves his axes up, getting ready for another attack, but you have a split second to act. Dive for the sword. You dive for the sword, your hands close. Halt, and Severin turns to you. So you got your sword back. You're still no match for me. You fight like a knob. I fight like an animal. Noble. Fight like a noble, not a knob, a noble. Two can fight dirty. I should. Swings hard, his axe humming. You duck the blade and pop back up. With lightning quickness you shout. You shoot your hand towards jabbing his eyes. He stumbles back, clutching at his face. While he is stunned, you ham him with 3 quick strikes. He grunts in pain. In another life, you'd have a good mercenary. If there's no one thing I've learned in this life, it's that honor is dead. On that, we agree. Now it's time for you to join honor in the grave. Severin glares at you, bleeding heavily from the wounds you've opened. You think you've won, but you don't know anything about being in a real fight. Your fairy tale ends here. He summons the last of his strength and unleashes the final onslaught. You weather the storm until howls and slams a massive boot into your chest. You fall backwards, tumbling to the ground. The crowd grows excited, sensing the fight and drawing near. Gabriel calls to you. Make his weakness your strength. Severin grins as you struggle to push yourself up on your. And so the legend of the little princess comes to a bloody end. I should. You don't move, staying on all fours, making a show of your exhaustion. Severin saunters towards you. His colossal boots come to your at a stop right before you. This is goodbye, little girl. You're right about that. You snatch your sword and stab upwards, slipping it just underneath some breastplate. He is backwards, stunned. I don't believe it. He drops to his knees. You stand up, brushing your hair from your face. Give up, Severin. You've lost. Kenya, what will you do with him? His fate is in your hands. I would not recruit him. But I can't do either. Get up, Severin, and get out of my sight. You're letting me go. I'm banishing you. If I ever see you in the vicinity of my kingdom again, you'll wish I hadn't. It isn't your kingdom. He spits on the ground in front of you. You raise your weapon. Don't make me change my mind. Severin gets to his feet, turns, and runs out of the camp. I hope that was the right decision. I never would have believed it. Gabriel claps his hands. Kenya, I'm so proud as any father could be. You've won our freedom and our lives. Which is obviously better than the alternative, but what we need now is an army. You raise your hand, calling for silence from the crowd. Mercenaries, former soldiers, heed me. I know you have a saying. The mercenary... Oh, right. Well, if the strong lead, surely I've proven my strength. Let me lead you. I know you fight for money, but now I'm asking you to fight for something greater. Fight for. Put a ruler on the throne who will lead the charge, a ruler who knows what it means to bleed beside you. I am unlike any queen who has ever sat on the throne. I will win my throne in blood and battle. Former Stormhold soldiers, regain your honor, fulfill your promises, defeat the enemy you've hidden from for so long. We're with you. Down with Navrakas tyrants. You have our swords, but the mercenaries who follow Severin won't be as easy to convince. Thank you, Leon. Mercenaries, help me take the crown back from my enemies, and I promise you. Oh. The mercenaries erupt with laughter. Half of the mercenaries drift away, no longer listening. The right thing's getting paid. I know there's more to you than that, and I'm giving you a chance to prove it. Val scowls you, mulling it over before deciding. Hell, you talk a mean game. Fine, I'll fight for you, Lost Queen. Can't speak for everyone, though. Looks like half the mercenaries' forces will join us. Not the best, but better than nothing. Thank you to those who pledged to fight at my side. Together we will save this kingdom. I know it. The former Stormhold soldiers applaud. Leon and Gabriel join them. Taking down Severin, rallying the troops. Not bad for a princess. She's not a princess anymore, Leon. She's our queen. Womp, 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 womp. Meanwhile, back at Stormhold, the scouts spotted Kenya are following her as we speak, Prince Marco. They've confirmed that she is with a group of mercenaries in the grasslands. Good. Very good. Excuse me. Should I send word for them to apprehend her? No, not yet. I've got something special in mind for her this time. Okay. Progression. You reach Severin and adore for your freedom. Leon and his soldiers have joined your war. However, you didn't listen to Leon when he offered to tell you a story. You only managed to convince him. Though you spared his life, you choose to banish Severin. You saved the monk and were rewarded with a mysterious amulet. Oh, I could have made him... Okay, so Severin was one of them. Leon is recruited. Prince Taven is the only one that I could not flip and save, and Jackson is not loyal. Okay. Alright. No. Next time, we'll be getting to Chapter 7. A newfound army at her back, Kenya travels to the Gold City of Orilla. At Stormhold, Dominic spies on Marco and learns a disturbing secret. I don't know what it is. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this right here. And I'll come back to the actual live stream. Just a moment. Thank you for watching. Also, for the end of this,